Is the American Express Velocity Platinum card worth it? In this video, I'm going to go through everything you need to know. And we also have a special offer with Amex for a limited time only, where you can get 100,000 bonus Velocity points via the link in my description below. Just remember that anything that we talk about in this video is general in nature and doesn't constitute personal financial advice or personal credit advice. You can read my full financial services guide and full credit guide in the description below. So is the Amex Velocity Platinum card actually worth it? In order to figure this out, we need to weigh up the card's benefits versus the annual fee. But first, what's the difference between credit cards and debit cards? When you spend money on a credit card, you're essentially borrowing money, and they give you 55 days to repay this money interest-free. And if you don't repay the full balance that you owe before the interest-free period, then interest is charged. The interest rate on credit cards is really high, and that's why it's so important to repay the full balance owing each month on time so you're not charged any interest. With a debit card, on the other hand, you're using your own money from the bank. And since you're accessing your own money, no interest is charged. So you may be wondering, why do people use credit cards? Credit cards usually come with a lot more rewards and benefits compared to debit cards. Some credit cards give you bonus points and points for every dollar you spend on eligible purchases. You can also get complimentary insurances like complimentary travel insurance, phone screen insurance, purchase protection, and more. And you can also get other perks like complimentary lounge invitations. So is the American Express Velocity Platinum card worth it? In order to figure this out, we need to weigh up the card's benefits versus the annual fee. The Velocity Platinum card has an annual fee of $375. And these are the benefits you can get from using the card. A complimentary return domestic economy flight every year, complimentary domestic and international travel insurance, 2 complimentary Virgin Lounge passes each year, and 2 complimentary Centurion Lounge passes each year. I've been lucky enough to visit both the Virgin Lounges and also the Centurion Lounges, and the Virgin Lounge, particularly in the Melbourne airport, is really nice. And the Centurion Lounges in both Sydney and Melbourne airport have also been recently renovated. And something that you may not have known is you can actually order a la carte meals from a special menu in the Centurion Lounges. This menu is only available for limited times throughout the day. However, if you're lucky enough, you may be able to order one of these special meals from the a la carte Centurion menu. 100,000 bonus Velocity points when you spend $3,000 on eligible purchases within the first 3 months. 100,000 Velocity points is equivalent to roughly $1,800 worth of value when you are booking economy rewards flights. So if you use the card's benefits, then you definitely get your money's worth with over $2,200 worth of value. Just remember that it's really important to pay back the full balance owing each month on time so you're not charged any interest. Thank you so much to American Express for sponsoring this video and for giving us access to this offer. This 100,000 bonus points offer is a limited time offer only, and it ends on the 6th of February, so if you would like to sign up to this card, you can check out the link in my description below. So you may be wondering where you can go with 100,000 Velocity points, and in this section I wanted to explain some different options on places that you can go and also demonstrate how using points can help you save money on your flights. So you may be wondering where 100,000 Velocity points can take you, and the value of a Velocity point is equivalent to anywhere from 1.8 cents all the way up to 10 cents depending on what kind of flights you're redeeming your Velocity points for. You can go from Sydney to LA return with economy class. Sydney to Los Angeles return with economy costs 89,600 Velocity points, plus taxes, fees, and carrier charges. And these Sydney to Los Angeles flights are usually operated by United. You can also go from Melbourne to Singapore return with economy for 58,000 Velocity points, plus taxes, fees, and carrier charges. And these flights are usually operated by Singapore Airlines. Brisbane to Fiji return with business class for 71,000 Velocity points, plus taxes, fees, and carrier charges. And these flights are usually operated by Virgin Australia. Here are some things to be mindful of when you are picking a credit card. Remember that it's only worth it if you are using it for purchases that you would already make with cash. It's also really important to pick a card with rewards and benefits that you'll actually use. There's no point having millions of points that you'll never actually end up using. It's also really important to keep on top of your credit card payments so that you can pay back the full balance owing each month on time so you're not charged any interest. Something else to keep in mind is that a lot of big stores and online stores don't charge any extra surcharges for using credit cards. However, some smaller businesses may charge extra fees. Another question you may be asking is whether credit cards impact your credit score. If you pay back everything that you owe on on time, it can positively impact your credit score. But if you don't, it can negatively impact it. When banks are assessing people for a mortgage or a loan, they also look at the full credit limit on your credit card, and they look at it as a debt, even if you're somebody who does pay back the full balance owing each month on time. But in these cases, you have the option to reduce the credit limit on your credit card or cancel any credit cards that you're no longer using. And if you would like to check out this card for yourself, you can check it out via my link in the description below. Remember that the 100,000 bonus Velocity points is a limited time offer, and it will end on the 6th of February. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!